In any change in tax policy, there are always, I think, perceived winners and losers. So what would this tax policy encourage in terms of driver behavior, car selection or truck selection or whatever?
You know, we're only starting to figure out what that is. I mean, this is not a system that exists in the United States. We've done some small scale experiments with it. We're basically in the phase where we need to do some larger scale experiments to figure that out. Now, what we know from the tests we've done so far is that rural drivers who drive more miles are actually really, the gas tax system is really unfair to them because they tend to have less fuel efficient vehicles anyway, and they drive more miles because they live in rural areas. They're basically paying proportionately more in gas taxes, and their roads are the cheapest roads in the system. The most expensive roads are urban interstates, the freeways in your urban areas, in your Orlando, Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa areas. That's your most expensive roads, and the people using those roads are actually paying proportionally the least amount of gasoline tax. So the system's a little bit out of whack in that regard. So we don't know exactly what shakes out, except that people pay very little for the roads today. The average person in America pays in an entire year in fuel taxes less than I pay in my cell phone bill in 1 month. So it's not a huge amount of money we're talking about. We're just talking about shifting from a current fee in the gas tax that is falling apart essentially as we use less and less gas to one that won't fall apart. So we're just shifting mechanisms to something that will last in the long run.